we are working on Emma's toy room, trying to finish the plaster work in here. My bedroom is basically the playroom, living room, sleeping area, nursery, everything all in one. Luckily, it's a pretty big bedroom, but it's getting cramped and I'm really getting tired of it. We've kind of reached the end of that phase. I'd really like to get this done as soon as possible, and that means I need to plaster in the morning so that the plaster has as much time as possible to dry. It's really joint compound from a container, and that stuff seems to dry a lot slower than any kind of mixed plaster that I've used before. Just needs time to dry, and we're really close to finishing the living room. I'm going to start with that and then move on to sanding the baseboards and all the wood putty that I did last week. All right, let's go. I think that looks pretty good. We'll get a good sanding. Get that corner nice and crisp. Emma's playing cars in here this weekend. Can't wait for this to be a real living room. And I might have some paint for the ceiling. We'll see. The plaster work is done for now, and I've eaten my lunch. Now I'm going to try to get all the sanding done on the trim work, the living room. My hands and wrists really hurt today. Not so much hurt, but they're just very weak. It's just the way it kind of goes. I'm going to use a sander, and I wouldn't normally recommend that, but I really want to get this done and moved on with. So hopefully that works. And yeah. to have that done. My hands hurt. When did they ever not hurt? So anyway, there are parts of the window trim and just little places that got extra sanded that could use a little primer. All that's on here right now is primer, and then I'll give that a little time to dry, maybe half an hour or something, and get the first coat of paint trim on. That'll be really exciting. So I have all the spots that I wanted painted or primed done. And I've gotten as far as I wanted to go for today. So anything I can do further would be extra. That's great. I'd really like to get a coat of trim paint on all the trim. That would be really nice. We'll see how much time I have left. And I think then I should take a chicken break and go give the chickens some snacks. This is baby Kitty. I call her that because one day she just kind of showed up, and she's so small. She's like a kitten. Her and this black and white cat showed up. And they're feral, although obviously I'm petting her. One day she just decided it was cool if I pet her, and she's become like super affectionate. I don't know what the deal is with that. Anyway, that black and white cat was a male, and he was like setting her up with a home. Oh, did you see that black one? and got her pregnant, and she's really small. Then all of a sudden there are these little kittens running around, and they're still pretty feral, but like obviously that one came up. I was right here. They've been warming up to me. I'm feeding them every day and leave enough out for all three of them. So, oh, I see you down there. There's one of them. They're both black. And they're pretty much like, at this point, bigger than their mom. It's kind of crazy. Well, you know, she's still taking care of them. Anyway, that's baby kitty. This is our fallen down barn. And this is where they've kind of set up home, I guess. So this is where I feed her. I would love to get this cleaned out. Here's the top. This is the second level that fell down, and it's level with the ground. I'd love to get this cleaned out and turned into like a big greenhouse, or I don't know, something really cool. Maybe a secret garden. But for now, it's baby kitty's palace. All right, I'm back inside. Couple notes on baby kitty. She's really little and very thin. I mean, she always has been, and she doesn't have the kind of fur that you would expect for a feral cat to have and survive the winter, but she survived. I think she was here last winter. Her kittens definitely are like furry and they're getting larger than her. I would like to set up like some kind of heated doghouse or something in our other barn, and try to get her to live in there with the kittens this winter. I don't know how that works because we have possums and raccoons and stuff here too. So I don't want to make a house for them, but I want these little kitties to be here, and they're really good mouse and vole and whatever catchers. And my gardens have tons of them, so they're really good to have around. Also, we need to catch them and have them spayed and neutered because I don't want any more kittens going on. We have enough. And every farm and place around here seems to have kittens running around. Like you drive around and you see them outside. So I know there's plenty of cats going around. I'm actually allergic to cats. There are two cats that are stands inside. There's not going to be any more cats inside, and we're at the limit for cats outside. Yeah, gotta figure that out. I think the town over does like free spayed and neuters for feral animals if you trap them and bring them in, I think. I gotta look into that, and also look into a heated doghouse or heated blanket or something for them because I feel bad. They're too cute. And baby kitty's really nice to me. And I wash my hands, I wash everything before I come back in so that there's no interaction between me or the feral cats and the house cats. Because obviously the feral cats are into a lot of other stuff that the house cats aren't, and they don't have any shots or anything, obviously. So, yeah. And just general, like, people shouldn't be petting wild animals without washing your hands. Yeah.